Good afternoon. First, I'd like to thank Terilyn's family and her husband, Daniel, for inviting me to speak for Terilyn and to do the eulogy. When they'd originally asked me, I said yes, of course, to do it in person. And then it occurred to me that I'm over 60 and I have some health issues, and it probably wasn't a good idea for me to be there in person. So as much as I wanted to be there, it was really a difficult decision to decide to do this via Zoom. But thank you so much, Daniel and Marilyn and Tamira, for inviting me to do the eulogy for Terilyn. It means so much to me, more than I can possibly tell you in just words alone. You know, when I think about the first time I met Terilyn, I was actually at a conference in Providence, Rhode Island. It was the second National Indian and Native American Employment and Training Conference that I attended. And I'm standing at a booth talking to a friend of mine, and coming down the hallway is this big woman with a smile on her face, and she's looking at me like she's on a mission. And she walked up and she said, "Are you Katrina?" And I said, "I am." And she said, "You do work readiness training, right?" And I said, "I do." She said, "I just talked to Teresa Maciespa from OPI, and she explained to me that you do work readiness training." I said, "I do." And she goes, Terilyn said, "Would you like to meet me for lunch? I'd like to talk to you about our summer youth program and to see if you're available." And I said, "Yes." So during lunch, I remember looking over and seeing that she had a smile in her eyes and thinking, I didn't know at the time, but I was pretty sure we were going to turn out to be good friends. Little did I know that she would end up being like a sister to me. Terilyn is so very special to me, but she is so very special to so many people, and I know that. I have worked with her since 2006, 2007. I know she's worked for the tribe for 21 years, and I have watched her work. I have watched her give her heart and her soul helping and serving her people, the people she loves so much. She was particularly fond of helping the youth. In fact, when I was getting ready for this eulogy, I reached out to some of the students who have been in the program that Terilyn is involved in with employment and training and WIOA. They all said, "She changed my life. She gave me good advice. She helped me. She pushed me. She saw me through my darkest times. And if it wasn't for Terilyn, I wouldn't be where I am today." I heard that story over and over and over again, but I also witnessed it as I watched her when I would spend time in White River and City and how she served and loved her people. I watched how she worked with her coworkers, with Brenda and Marjorie and Mary. And I know there are more than one time that Mary told me that it was Terilyn who pulled that program together and made it work. We used to laugh and say that Mary and Terilyn were Thelma and Louise because of all the road trips they did together. They were like sisters. They really had each other's backs. And I know Mary is going to particularly miss her very dear friend, Terilyn. Work is not ever going to be the same. I get that. You know, on June 14th, I was texting Terilyn back and forth, and I said, "How are you doing?" And she said, "Well, we're okay, but Daniel and I had to get tested. We're finding out today if we're positive." She said, "Call me tonight. I want to hear your voice." When I put my phone down, I was concerned because Terilyn and I had talked about the coronavirus, and we both knew if either one of us got it, it could be fatal because we both had health issues. I called Terilyn that night and we had a really lengthy conversation. I'm so grateful for it. It was the last time I talked to her. She was gone 10 days later. I know that I called into the hospital the day that she passed at 10:50 in the morning and opened my heart and told her how much I loved her. And I made the promise that I would look out for her family and I would look out for Daniel. At just 30 minutes later, Daniel called me to let me know that Terilyn had made her journey to heaven. In that conversation that I had with Terilyn on June 14th, she shared some things with me. And at the time, I didn't realize it, but she was giving me a gift that I'm going to give you now. First of all, Daniel, you were her guy. She loved you with her entire heart, her entire soul. She used to tell me the funniest stories about you guys and the things you did when you were younger and in college, and just some of the trials that you've had and how you guys have come through this together. And if she were here now, she would want you to know. She said to me, Katrina, Daniel is my rock. He's always there for me. I can always count on him. And now, Daniel, her family is counting on you. Tamara and Marilyn and the girls, your nieces, they need you to be strong. And I know you can. And Terilyn knows you can too. Tamara, she's so lucky to have you for a sister. I've watched how you've honored her these last couple of weeks. She would be so proud of you. But when she was here, she would talk about you a lot. She loved your girls. They were the light and the joy of her life. And I know you must know that. But you were her baby sister. You were her baby sister, and she loved you with her whole heart. She used to talk about you and how proud she was of how you were doing and how hard you were working to make your life work. She's here with you. And she would want you to know in your darkest days when you're having a hard time, don't give up. Remember that she's here. She's here. Marilyn, I want to thank you most of all, because without you, we'd never have known Terilyn. You gave this world the beautiful gift of your daughter, and she's well loved. But I know how much she honored you and how grateful she was for the foundation that you gave her to be the person that she became. Thank you. I know how much she held her love for you in her heart. One of the things Terilyn said to me when we were talking that day, she said, you know, Katrina, when people pass on, they're not really gone. They're in our hearts. She said, you know, when I put my hands over my heart and I feel my heart beating, I know my grandmother's there and my brother's there and my cousin's there. I want you guys to remember when you're missing Terilyn, when you wish she was sitting next to you instead of so far away. Put your hands on your heart. Feel your heartbeat and know that she's there. Terilyn is everywhere. She's in the morning sunrise. She's in the afternoon breeze as you walk through a garden. She's in the rain that falls gently on a meadow. And of course, you know she's in the sunset when all the beautiful colors stretch across the sky. It was her favorite time of day. Terilyn hasn't gone away. We can't see her, but we will always be able to feel her in our heart. She was such a gift to so many people. We hold her up and honor her today. And Terilyn, my friend, you are so well loved. I will miss you. I love you, Terilyn. I will keep all the promises I made. And fly high, my dear friend. Fly high, my dear friend. God bless you all. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to honor a friend. That means so much to me.